Hey guys, if you're tired of shopping on Amazon and the big box stores for cheap quality landscape lighting, then go and check out lightingdoctor.ca, where we only sell premium quality fixtures that we actually install, and you can actually have the chance to go and test it and feel it for yourself with our try it before you buy it offer, where you can get a premium quality landscape light at a discounted rate and go and test it out with a battery pack around your property. Keep it for 14 days. If you love it, you get to keep it at the discounted rate. If not, you send it back for a full refund. And then you just have to buy the lights that you need after that. So go and check out our try it before you buy it lights and see what a real premium quality landscape lighting fixture should look like at lightingdoctor.ca.
And so the final light that we've chosen in this project, we're using some path lights. So you can see along me, there's a few of them, but we've got them spread out pretty sparsely. I mean, they're roughly about 15 feet. That'll cast lots of light, because what we're using this for is we have a nice retaining rock wall here, and usually I like to use like an undercap light, but because this has already been built and this is kind of an afterthought, without having to rip up the rock wall, we got to find a different way to do that. So we're going to use some path lights to kind of do two things. One, it's going to light the garden up a little bit, but then the light's going to kind of cascade over the rock wall. It's going to light this pathway in between the garage and the bed, as well as throw some light down on the wall. We've only got 3 in this long stretch of area, so again, you don't need to have tons of lights. You just gotta place them properly and make the best use. And it's always better off to start with fewer lights, see how it looks, and then you can add on down the road. So that's why we've used path lights, and mainly for this reason in this application. So again, fun project with some path lights, some up lights, and some wash lights, all using them a little bit differently. Be using this. It's a new brass wash light from FX Luminaire. Really good quality, really durable, and really well priced for a good brass light. There's a lot of brass lights you can buy on there, but I've just found that a lot of them are very cheap. So I'm glad that FX Luminaire has come out with kind of a new series that fits this need of a really good quality brass light, but at a reasonable cost. So that's what we're going to be using here, and we're going to be using in a lot of areas like this. So you see this tree behind me is a little bit wider. Just instead of using a typical uplight, this wash light is going to spread that light a little bit wider of an angle and a little bit softer. So we're going to be using it on a lot of trees and shrubs in this property like this, as well as some really nice rock features that they have around the property. So that's where this light is really good for, as well as different stonework. You kind of see the house behind me there. It's got some nice stonework. So that's where we're going to use a light like this, and I recommend in your projects. Anytime you have that, a low-lying shrub or bush, trees like this, some nice stonework, some nice rock faces, it's a really good place to use it. We're also going to be using this in the creek bed, which I'll show you in a bit, which is kind of a cool concept. You can probably see behind me, obviously, the ocean and stuff, but there's also this nice dry creek bed that runs all the way down. And instead of just setting out a bunch of path lights along it that are going to shine down, which is another really good way to do it also, what we're going to be using is we're actually going to be using our wash lights. Because it's a dry creek bed, we're actually going to have the lights down in the bed, kind of just glazing the bottom and the rocks, and all the little stone features. So it's just a different way to light a creek bed. Again, path lights would be a good way to do this if you kind of stagger them around the creek. I just like doing something a little different, so that's the other thing we're going to use this light for. I just wanted to show you this real quick. If you see here, we got this bed area, and this was an area that was totally isolated, that we couldn't get wire to really. We got this nice, beautiful brick walkway here, but we're out on Vancouver Island, where it is an island, and most of it's rock, and there's just no way we could tunnel underneath that sidewalk without going super deep and totally messing up the gardens. So what we did is, if you see behind me here, on this bush that goes up and then across the doorway here and then back down, what we did is we actually used the gutter, and we actually ran wire up the gutter, over the doorway, and down into this bed here, and we were easily able to do that. And now we didn't have to tear up the whole garden, but we can get power here and still keep all our lights on the same transformer. So sometimes you got to be a little creative with how you get wire to different areas, but there's always a way, and you'd never even know that wire's there, because where we came back down in the bed is right behind a trellis that we ended up highlighting and featuring anyway, that you guys can't tell from the video, but I can see it's starting to look really good. So I'm glad we lit that up, and that wire's totally hidden, so you'd have no idea how we got that wire there. So sometimes you got to be a little creative. You don't always have to go under the sidewalk, so think of alternative ways.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. I hope you guys got some great tips, and I hope you guys take advantage of your own free video consultation where you can send me a few pictures of your property and I'm gonna get back to you with your own personalized video presentation with all kinds of tips and tools of how to go and light your own property. So to get that, go check us out at lightingdoctor.ca or just email me a few pictures of your property at cal@lightingdoctor.ca.